Good morning. I'm back from Idaho, back on a GoPro. Weather's going to be 90 degrees and beautiful out today, but I have a problem. And it was the last time I went up Still Creek Road. It crops up from time to time. So as you've seen from my previous videos, I have a 96 Bronco. And if you drive it for a long distance, or it's kind of an intermittent issue, where it starts shifting hard, the overdrive light, which is on the gear stick, starts flashing. And I've done extensive internet research, YouTube and whatever's. And this is caused by a sensor going out. The sensor is located in the rear differential. If you're familiar with Broncos or old Ford F150s, this is an 8.8-inch rear end. The sensor, which I'm hoping my parts store guy got me the right one, looks something like that. So basically there's a 13mm retainer, little O-ring there, and then the sensor goes on the ring gear, and that controls shifting. Again, the vehicle just won't shift between gears. It's like, I don't know if it's heat related or if the sensor's failing or there's a bunch of gear debris on that. I changed the diff fluids a couple years ago, probably too long ago. So to that end, I purchased some gear oil. And so for today's adventure, what I will be doing is popping that diff cover off and actually draining the whole thing and looking to see what condition my gear set's in addition to changing this sensor. And I will report back if it makes a difference at all. Again, it's hard to quantify. I'm gonna have to drive the thing like to work or something, because it takes a while. If I leave out of here right now, car will function exactly right, and it'll only be after a couple hours of driving that it will crop up intermittently. And then many times you can stop, turn the car off, turn it back on, and the problem basically solves itself. So let's see, hopefully something internal to the transmission's not bad. This is an easy $20 fix, hopefully, for this situation. All right, here we are at the rear diff. I'm going to start taking some bolts out. Hopefully this goes pretty smooth. Make sure I drop those in the dirt somewhere where I can find them again. Let's learn together if there is any fluid in my diff here. There is. And it's not rainbowy at all. In fact, it looks relatively clean. Drain that out of there. That aside, let's look at the gears. Yeah, they look like gears. I don't see any damage down there. I'm not seeing any telltale signs of breakage. I'm not seeing metal in there. All right, we're back, and there's been a slight emergency because I had aerosol sealant. It comes out kind of like a caulking tube, and when I was grabbing it, it went everywhere. Oh, what do I do with my bolts here? And so, well, I knocked it off the shelf and it hit a sharp edge and blew up. And so what you're seeing is me trying to make lemonade here, because I did a quick emergency cleaning of the diff cover, and now I'm doing a quick emergency installation of said diff cover because I cut the can in half and just scraped out sealant. So we'll see how this goes. It's pretty good stuff normally. And we'll just crisscrossy our way through this. All right. So what we're looking at is this guy right here. Sorry to get in the shadow, make that a shadow. And there's a bolt right up in here that you can see, but I can't. So Anyway, we're going to be loosening that. We're going to disconnect this connector. And then we're going to sally forth and see if we can't conquer this problem. All right, she's out. This is what we're looking at. Little magnet there on the end. And you can see the little connector. Unfortunately, I can't hold the camera and do the connector at the same time, but you just spread these little guys out there on the sides. And I'll get that pulled off and we'll continue onward. All right, we'll put our faith in technology. I'll get the new one connected up and we'll go forth from there. As you can see, she's reinstalled, and then right here below is my fill plug. So I'll be working on that next to get some 90 weight in there. Another cut to the finale, I guess. So I got the 90 weight in. I didn't bother recording that. I assumed if you're dinking around with old cars, you understand that putting 90 weight in, although I will say, putting 90 weight in on a 90-something degree day, it's probably 95 in the shop, was the easiest I've ever done. Normally, it seems to be below freezing. It's not making any funny noises, by the way. So I'm taking it for a quick test drive. The VSS or ABS speed sensor that senses off the reluctor wheel in the rear differential. It's a speed sensor, basically, which controls, well, ostensibly it controls the ABS, but more to our specifics, it controls shifting as well. And a number of videos I watched led me to that conclusion. So we'll see. I didn't anticipate that it would be messed up this early in the test drive. I just left the house. So I'm just running it around the neighborhood. She is chock full of brand new 80-90 weight and about 2/3 of a bottle of Lucas. I don't know, it's like a oil enhancer, Lucas stop leak, differential transmission stuff. It works pretty good on maintaining wheel seals and a variety of things. And it's super heavyweight oil, so should work fine in my diff. At least I assume it will. And so, like I said, I appreciate you watching. So anyway, like I said, I really appreciate you watching. I hope you gained something, like be prepared, don't do stuff I do. Hopefully you're watching and going, God, it's amazing that guy's still alive. I will admit that the whole gasket sealer blowing up wasn't part of my plan. So have a good day. At least I hope you're having a good day. Enjoy the sunshine, and we'll see you next week.